Welcome back everyone to another video of PTE Authority. In this lesson today, we'll be talking about PTE reading, multiple choice, multiple answer question types. So this is just an overview video, and we'll be talking about the method in detail, and we'll also be solving some example questions of this type. So yeah, let's get started. So first we'll be talking about the strategy. This strategy is common to most of the reading type questions. The strategy involves identifying the different key parts of the question. So multiple choice, multiple answer questions usually have a longer text compared to the multiple choice single answer question. So the text should contain approximately 300 words, and it's the one in the red box as shown in the diagram. Then it should have a question prompt, that's the one in the green box, and as usual there's 5 to 7 answer options for this question type, and there's usually 2 to 4 right answers of this question type. At least 2 right answers. As you can see here, it's the difference between this question type and the multiple choice single answer question type is that you have a checkbox instead of the circle buttons. You have a checkbox where you can select multiple responses, and usually you will have at least 2 right answers. Moving on. So the method that I usually teach for this type of questions is called the QGKKR method. So that's an acronym. I'll explain what it stands for. So the first step by following this method is to read the question prompt. Some question prompts are which of the answer options are accurate, or which of the answer options are correct, or which of the answer options are true. So this is the first step, to read the question prompt. Step 2 is to glance through the text. So G stands for glance. This does not mean you have to read the text thoroughly at this stage. The main intention is to have a quick glance, a quick read through the text on the left. Pay attention to keywords. That's important. Pay attention to the main things that are being told in the text. Pay attention to the unusual keywords that you see in the text. So glance through the text. Remember that the text can be up to 300 words long, so it can have 2 to 3 paragraphs in it. So do not waste so much time at this step. So just glance through the text, look for keywords. Step 3 is to look for keyword in the answer options. So that's the first K in QGKKR method. So look for the keyword in the answer option. Find the corresponding keyword in the text. So basically you go back and forth between the answer options and look for the keyword in the answer option in the text. So usually the keywords that you should be looking for are unusual nouns. So that's a pro tip for you. I will give you an example. So let's look at this sentence. Movement of latent electrons causes the production of electricity. Personally, electrons is the unusual noun for me, so that'll be my keyword. Now, moving on to step 4, the next K, or the last K in the QGKKR method, which is look for the corresponding keyword in the text. So this time I want you to scan read the text on the left and look for the corresponding keywords. You may find the exact keyword, or you may find a synonym of the keyword. And the last step in the QGKKR method, which is the deep read around the keyword in the text. So once you've found your keyword in the text, you need to deep read around the keyword in the text. So does the answer option and the sentence in the text with the keyword say the same thing. So that's what you have to look for. What is the meaning of that answer option of the keyword? And what is the meaning of the sentence in the text with the keyword? Do those meanings match? Do they say the same thing? If yes, select the answer option. If not, move on. I know this method sounds tricky and difficult at the start, but once we do the practice questions, it'll make a lot more sense to you. And if you practice more of these question types, this is not challenging anymore, and you can easily ace these types of questions. So remember, QGKKR method, that's the thing that you need to follow when solving these types of questions. So let's try to do this example question that we have here. I want you to take roughly 2 to 3 minutes to try and solve this on your own, and then let's solve this together. Okay, I hope you found the right answer options to this question. Now let's see how I would solve this question. So you're gonna follow the QGKKR method. So first read the question prompt. Which of the following answer options is true? Done. Glance through the text. So the Arctic region plays a critical role in regulating Earth's climate and is home to diverse ecosystems adapted to extreme cold. The Arctic ice cap reflects a significant portion of sun's rays, helping maintain a cooler global temperature. As a result, the Arctic is often referred to as the Earth's air conditioner. I'm just making notes in my head. If you have a pen and paper at the test, make notes of these things. The keywords. So the keyword that I identified in here is the Arctic, and I noticed that it acts as an air conditioner, which is good. The region is also habitat for unique species such as polar bears, seals, and Arctic foxes, which have evolved to survive in one of the harshest environments on the planet. However, the Arctic is warming at twice the rate of the global average due to climate change. This has led to a rapid loss of sea ice, endangering the survival of many species, disrupting communities that rely on the ice in transportation and hunting. Additionally, the melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, and which pose a threat to coastal regions worldwide. Efforts to mitigate these impacts include international agreements to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and research into sustainable energy alternatives. Protecting the Arctic is not only vital for preserving its unique ecosystems, but also ensuring the stability of the global climate system. Glancing is done. Look for keywords in the answer options. The Arctic plays a significant role. The Arctic is unaffected. The Arctic. So the keyword in the answer option is again Arctic. Great. Look for the keyword in the text that match the keywords that we've identified in the answer option. So yes, we've got Arctic and Arctic as well. So yes, we have identified places that mention Arctic. Cool. And that's done. Now read around the text and do the matching. The Arctic region plays a significant role in maintaining global temperatures. Yes, we saw that it acts as an air conditioner, so this is true. The Arctic is unaffected by the rising globals. No, that's incorrect. Arctic species are well adapted to the impacts of global change. No, that's not correct. They are endangered. Melting ices contribute to ice. No, that's incorrect as well. And international efforts, yes, that's the last paragraph. So I would go with option 1 and 5. Cool. As you can see, I was trying to explain and my thinking process while trying to solve this question with you. Hence, I took almost all of my 3 minutes. But in reality, if you practice a lot, you can solve this with roughly 2 minutes of your time, and you can save 1 minute each question. So I want you to try another question on your own, and then let's come back and solve this together. Okay, I hope you found the answers to this question. Now let's try to solve this together. I'll be using the QGKKR method again. So let's start with the question: which of the following answer options is true? The next one is glance read. So wetlands are among the most valuable ecosystems on Earth, providing essential services to both nature and humans. Wetlands, they act as a natural water purifier, filtering pollutants and improve water quality. So they improve water quality. Wetlands are also critical habitats for a wide range of species, birds, fish, and all of that, which depends on wetland for breeding and feeding. In addition to supporting biodiversity, wetlands play a crucial role in mitigating climate change. They store large amounts of carbon dioxide, preventing its release into the atmosphere. Wetlands also help manage water flow by absorbing excessive rain, reducing the risk of floods in nearby areas. Despite their importance, wetlands are disappearing at an alarming rate due to urbanization, agriculture, and industrial development. Over 50%, quick tip, remember the numbers, of wetlands worldwide have been lost in the past century. Conservation efforts include restoring degraded wetlands, creating protected areas, and implementing sustainable land use practices. These measures are vital to provide ecological and economic benefits that wetlands provide. Great. So, looking at this text, it's talking about wetlands. So, I'm gonna choose wetlands as my keyword, and based on looking at the answer options as well, all the answer options are talking about wetlands. So, in my head, wetlands makes the most sense to be used as a keyword. Now, the first K is look for keywords in the answer options. Yes, wetlands, wetlands, wetlands. So wetlands is a keyword. Next, look for keywords in the text. Yes, they talk about wetlands. Great. Now read around it and do the matching. So wetlands are critical for biodiversity and climate change mitigation. That looks right because they do talk about climate change and the preventing floods. Wetlands are unaffected by. No, that is incorrect. It says here urbanization has affected wetlands. Wetlands prevent flooding by absorbing. That looks correct. It's there in the first paragraph. Sorry, second paragraph. Over 90% of wetlands. Now it's incorrect. It says 50%, so that is wrong. And wetlands provide no economic benefits to humans. No, that is incorrect as well. So the correct options here are 1 and 3. Now we've come to the third example. I want you to try this on your own, and let's solve this together once you're done. Okay, I hope you found the answer to this question as well. Now let's solve this together. I'm going to use the QGKKR method again. So let's start. Question: which of the following answer options is true? Read the text. Rainforests are essential to the health of the planet, are an offer called Earth's lungs because they produce significant amounts of oxygen through photosynthesis. They also act as massive carbon sinks, absorbing large quantities of carbon dioxide and mitigating the effects of climate change. Rainforests are home to countless species of plants, animals, microorganisms, many of which are not found anywhere else on Earth, making them hotspots for biodiversity. They're talking about rainforests, and they are called as Earth's lungs. They have effects on climate change, home to species of plants and animals and microorganisms, all of that. In addition to their ecological importance, they provide timber, medicinal plants, and food, supporting local economies and indigenous communities, so that's people. However, deforestation is a growing concern driven by logging, agriculture, and urban expansion. Loss of rainforest not only threatens species and ecosystems but also accelerates climate change by releasing stored carbon into the atmosphere. Efforts to protect rainforests include reforestation projects, promoting sustainable land use practices, and enforcing anti-logging laws. Preserving rainforests is critical not only for their environmental benefits but also for the livelihoods for millions of people who depend on them. Alright, glance read is done. Look for keywords. The keywords in the answer options are all talking about rainforests, and we have keywords in the text as well. Now let's do the matching. The last step R, which is deep reading. So rainforests help regulate Earth's climate by acting as carbon sinks. That is true. They are Earth's lungs. Rainforests provide no benefits to local communities or economies. That is incorrect. There's a lot of economies that depend on it. Deforestation of rainforests contributes to climate change. That is true. Rainforests are unaffected by human activities like logging or agriculture. Now that is incorrect, as it negates the previous point. Rainforests house a significant portion of the planet's biodiversity. That is true as well. It says here that it is home to countless species of plants, animals, and microorganisms. So my answers are 1, 3, and 5. I hope you got the same answers too. Alright, that brings us to the end of this episode. So if you want to get access to similar practice questions that we did in this video, head over to ptauthority.com. There's more than 100 practice questions of this type. A lot of them are free for you to practice and get better at this question type. If you have any questions or doubts, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to help you through the YouTube comment section. If you like my presentation and my way of teaching, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of this content. Thank you so much for watching. All the best and happy learning.